You are just one landing page away from massive profits. I mean, let's face it, the only thing stopping you from getting where you want to go is having the right landing page and putting it in front of the right people. And I gotta tell you, over the last 21 years, after making millions of dollars online, every dime came from having the right landing page. Without a good landing page, I wouldn't have made jack. And in today's video, my goal is to give you the aha moment that's gonna make it click in your head how this really works so that you can go and create profitable landing pages for yourself. Now, in order to help you get this concept, we're gonna go to something that everyone's very familiar with, a grocery store. More specifically, a gallon of milk. What the heck does a gallon of milk have to do with landing pages? Well, let's go ahead and fire up the virtual shopping cart. I'm going to show you how this works, and I'm going to show you 3 different types of landing pages that I've used that are virtually guaranteed to put money in your pocket. Now, the average grocery store profit is about 2.2%, which means if you buy a gallon of milk for about $3, they only make like 6 cents. And between you, me, and the wall, I'm a terrible grocery shopper. Just yesterday, my wife sent me to get a list of like 5 things, and I came back with half the store. Yet she keeps sending me shopping anyway. Go figure. These stores love guys like me, because the more stuff I put in my cart, the more money they put in their pocket. Which brings us to a very important question. Why is the milk always in the back of the grocery store? Well, some people would argue that it's because the refrigeration is better in the back of the store and cheaper, and some people say it's a sinister marketing ploy to get you to spend more money. Because if you have to walk through their entire funhouse to find what you're looking for, chances are you're going to find something else you didn't plan on getting. Yeah. See what I did there? That aha moment is starting to click. Keep watching, it's going to get even better than that. So these grocery stores have a very intricate system designed to get you to spend as much money as possible. They structure the aisles in a certain way, place the products in the right places for you to see, and scatter the stuff that they know you came in for all over the place so that the odds of you spending more go through the roof. Now you might be saying, but Marcus, I'm not a grocery store. I don't have a ton of products to sell. Or maybe you're doing affiliate marketing. And why the hell did you change your shirt? While filming this video, I spilled a giant cup of coffee all over myself. And I've used these principles to sell my own products and affiliate products using simple landing pages, one of which made well over $1 million. Now, in order to understand this, so we can be like SpongeBob over here and make money online, what we need to do is understand where everything fits into place. And you've heard it said online that content is king. Well, if that's true, why the heck is Wikipedia begging us for money every time we check out their site? It's not true. Saying content is king is like saying the most profitable item in the grocery store is the milk. And we already know that's false. But content does play a huge part in how we're going to make money with our landing pages. Your content is the milk. And while the milk is not the most profitable thing, it is one of the top items that people go to the store for.
Oh!
So in order for SpongeBob to make his money, we need to draw a big jug of milk. And remember, your content, aka the milk, is what's going to drive people through your website so you can make money. So what happens here is first, we start with a promise. You visit my webpage and I'm going to give you X. And the X is the milk. And the promise is going to be anywhere that people are going to be in front of your content, whether it's a paid ad, a post on Facebook, a free search engine ranking, a video here on YouTube, a banner ad, or any place people are hanging out that might want to take a look at your content. And the promise is embedded in your headline. This could be something like 10 ways to lose weight, how to lower your mortgage, tips to save money at the grocery store, or anything that captures their attention and makes them want to crave the milk. And while we know that content isn't king, I'm going to say something very important. Content structured differently can make you rich. And what I mean by that is that if you have a regular piece of content, as most websites do, where they're just sharing information, that's probably going to make less than 2 cents per visitor. But if you structure that exact same content in a different manner, designed at getting people to go through the path you want them to take, clicking on the things that make you money, then boom, you can make a fortune. And the ways that you could do this are quite simple. After I show you these, we're going to go into the 3 landing page examples and show you how all this comes together. We could take our content here and we can hide it behind an opt-in page. This would require our visitors to put their name and email in the box before they get the content. This builds our mailing list, which allows us to make lots of money over time. But contrary to what other marketers are teaching, not every niche warrants a list. That's right, sometimes you will want to take people straight to the content, load it with affiliate links in the proper way with the proper format, and just make money when they fill out offers and click things. I actually learned about this from the pay-per-click arbitrage world, where we buy lots of traffic, send them to pages, make more than we spend, and pocket the difference. And with pay-per-click arbitrage, your margins are very slim, so you need to bank on the fact that most people are going to do those things that make you money, which means structure is important. Content structured differently can make you rich. And the next method we're going to talk about is content with an agenda. Sounds like some kind of crazy political thing. Content with an agenda is where we're going to drive people directly to our content with an idea of what we want them to do. Let's say they want to make their computer faster, and there's a couple of steps they need to take to do that. We simply line out the steps and link them to things that help them, but also put money in our pocket. Again, structure is important. If you get the structure of your landing page wrong, you fail. So pay really close attention to this next part. In order to understand this next part, we're going to have to take a trip through the history of advertising. Here's an old copy of the Ladies' Home Journal from 1919. Yeah, that's over 100 years ago. I got this on eBay just to look at the advertisements. Don't judge me, I only read it for the ads. And back in the day, these advertisers had one goal in mind: to make their ads look like part of the content of the paper. So instead of saying something like, hey, get a manicure, these guys had a little article saying this is the wrong way to cut your cuticles. And here's a rather famous ad from the Pepsodent toothpaste company. Again, remember, back in the day, people didn't brush their teeth every day. That was a concept that advertisers made popular. And I'm glad they did. So the ads were designed to look like content. And back in those days, you had giant ad men like Claude Hopkins and Albert Lester that spent all day trying to come up with ads that would get read. Here's another one with a little bit of drama selling some soap. And if you fast forward a couple of years later to the invention of the radio, advertisers were really eager to get in on radio advertising. So instead of advertising on shows that already existed, they decided to actually create their own show. And in their show, they would push products, show the characters actually using products, and the whole idea of creating these shows was to get people to view ads. Then, in the 1940s and 50s, the TV became popular. Enter the soap opera. And you might be wondering, why is it called a soap opera? And while many people think it was because people were doing their laundry while watching TV, the real reason is that they created the shows to sell soap. Again, they're using their content in a way that drives them to stuff that makes them money. And this was a brilliant practice that started in Chicago and New York that made many advertising men very rich. Because if you can connect with your customer, you win. And these ads actually became so effective that the government mandated that you had to put advertorial so that people knew it was an ad, because they were just reading it thinking it was part of the content of the newspaper or TV show. This is also where the popular infomercial concept came from. You make a little informational TV show about a topic and boom, it sells like crazy. And when doing this on your landing pages and websites, we're going to show you 3 ways that you could use this to make your conversions go through the roof. And whether you're using free traffic from Google, paid ads, or arbitrage, this works. And the first type of landing page I want you to pay attention to is what I call the steps landing page. This is where you go through, like I did on this site about romantic love poems, and I taught people how to write a love poem. Within the love poem, I actually sent them to things that made me money. Downloadable e-cards they could send to their girlfriend, flowers, love poem writing guides, romantic ebooks, and more. And this traffic would have never bought this stuff just using the word love poem. But because I wrote a piece of content showing them how to write the perfect love poem, I was able to cash in big time. And you can do this in any market. The next type of landing page I use all the time to make big profits is what's called as the read more landing page. The idea here is simple. You get them in with a taste of what they're going to learn. Maybe they want to get six-pack abs or make money or figure out how to save money at the grocery store. We make a piece of content that gets them hooked with a good headline and some good copy that tells them how to save money or lose weight or whatever it is they want to do. Then, in the article, we're going to put little links that say things about different options they can do. Maybe save money on your dry goods or lose weight with these exercises. Or at the end of the article, we could simply say, click here to read more and have an opt-in box show up so we could build our mailing list. Again, we're focusing on the content rather than just having an opt-in page. This is going to make your traffic way cheaper. It's going to make your visitors a lot happier. And it's going to put more money in your pocket. And the third type of landing page is the one where we interact with our visitors. This is where you create a piece of content that gets them engaged and gets into their mind. And what you're going to do is you are going to provide options. For example, on my Bible site, I went for people looking for daily Bible plans. I talked to them about how to read the Bible daily and different plans they can use. And then I had little buttons that said, which type of Bible are you reading? The NIV, the New King James, the King James, or whatever. And because this was interactive, over 99% of the people who visited this page clicked on the little Bibles. And because I got paid for giving away the free Bible toolbar, I made a lot of money. And the key to making all of this work is focusing on content that people are going to consume. For example, take this video. This video is a piece of content designed to teach you about landing pages. There is no reason in the world you would ever watch this video if you weren't interested in learning about landing pages and how to convert them. And this piece of content was created to get you to take the next step. Yep, that's right. I actually have a landing page class coming up on Saturday where I'm going to teach you all about landing pages and how to create them using WordPress and other popular web apps. I'm going to go through your niche, show you exactly how to make a page that will convert. Because again, if you could structure your content differently, you can make a lot of money. So if you want to join me on Saturday, go to landingpagedude.com, sign up, and we'll hang out and talk about landing pages for 4 hours. And if you can't make it Saturday, don't worry, we'll record it too. So as you can see, learning throughout the history of advertising, we can see that the key is in providing content that people are going to consume that doesn't look like an ad. Yes, focus on something that's actually going to help your visitors out, give them some knowledge they didn't have before, and drive them to things that make you money. And if you use these 3 types of landing pages, has been a game changer for my internet marketing business. And it all has to do with knowing who your audience is, giving them some good content, and pointing at things that make you money. So if you want to learn more about this, hop over to landingpagedude.com. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell, and check out my next video over here somewhere about 13 other types of landing pages.